Hello, you beautiful, beautiful people. Today we're jumping into the start of Series 15 and the Horizon holiday season. We're taking on this week's FORZATHON challenges of Bubble Trouble. We'll be checking out this week's FORZATHON shop, and we'll be taking a look at all the rewards available for this week's festival playlist. So if you are new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing. Smash the like button, share the video with a friend. Without further ado, let's jump into this week's FORZATHON challenges. So let's waste no time, we'll jump straight in and get this week's FORZATHON challenges Bubble Trouble completed for 160 FORZATHON points and 5 points towards our brand new Summer Festival playlist, starting with Chapter 1, Bubble Bath. Own and drive the Micro 1957 BMW Isetta 300 Export for a small but mighty experience. And here is this week's FORZATHON car, Bubble Trouble, the 1957 Isetta 300 Export, just 45,000 credits from the auto show. As always, I do have a tune available if you'd like to use it. Just search my gamer tag Skippy4631, the file name Skippy YouTube. Share codes for all tunes are in the description and in the comments below. Just bear in mind that for Chapter 2, you do need a completely bone stock car, so no upgrades and no tuning setups. Own and drive never changes. Hop outside any festival site or player house, drive 2 seconds down the road, and eventually, Bubble Bath complete. So it's on to Chapter 2, Micro Machine, and bear in mind, you are going to need a completely bone stock BMW Isetta. So keep it stock and take all 13 of those horsepowers out for a ride to reach 55 miles an hour or 88.6 kilometers an hour at any speed trap in the 1957 BMW Isetta 300 Export. Before this chapter, we're going to want to go ahead and filter our map by speed traps, just to make it a little bit easier to see and find. Now, heading north of the Horizon Festival, Mexico, we're going to be using the Los Arboles speed trap. 35 miles an hour, 1-star objective, but that's not important. We do need to hit 55 miles an hour in a completely bone stock Isetta. Now, the reason I've chosen the Los Arboles speed trap is because you get a downhill run-up. So let's let the Isetta rip and go and reach 55 miles an hour. Like I say, it's downhill, so we've got the best chance of getting this done. Get into 4th gear, that is the top gear for this car, and just keep that throttle planted. And eventually, you should hit around 57 on the downhill run up to the camera. There it is, 57.05 miles an hour. It's not 3 stars, it's not 2 stars, but it is 1 star. Let's just get on the brakes. Micro Machine complete. Moving on to Chapter 3, Multitasking. Time to upgrade. Take the 1957 BMW Isetta 300 Export out for a spin to earn 4 stars at any type of PR stunt. Now at this point, we are going to need some upgrades on the Isetta, so I'm going to go ahead and load up my S1 class tune. So for this chapter, we can actually use any type of PR stunt that takes our fancy. Speed traps, speed zones, danger signs, drift zones, even trailblazers. I personally am going to be sticking with speed traps, and I'm going to be reusing the Los Arboles speed trap with just a 35 miles an hour 1-star objective, but I'm going to be aiming for that 2-star 100 miles an hour. Here we go then, you beautiful people. 4 stars in total from any type of PR stunts. Let's let the Isetta rip. Full throttle towards the camera, and we go through at 139 miles an hour, which is 2 stars. So with just 2 more stars to go, just let the Isetta rip once more towards that camera, up into 4th gear. We only need 100 miles an hour for that 2-star objective, but we rip it at 140.51. That is absolutely insane in the Isetta. Multitasking complete. So it's on to our 4th and final chapter for Bubble Trouble, Small Wonder. Fly like a bird to earn 2 stars at danger signs in the 1957 BMW Isetta 300 Export. So for our 4th and final chapter, go ahead and put danger signs on the map just to make them a little bit easier to see and find. I personally am going to be heading on over to the right hand side of the map, and I'm going to be using Boardwalk. You can use any danger sign you like, whichever one takes your fancy, but Boardwalk has a 1-star objective of just 100 feet. So the Boardwalk danger sign is dead ahead. We don't need too much of a run up to get this complete. So gingerly make your way through the water just in front. Once you get onto the wood, give it the beans off the ramp at 85-ish. And on the landing, we get 271 feet, which is all we need for that 2-star objective, which is Chapter 4 complete. Also finishing off this week's FORZATHON challenges, Bubble Trouble, giving us 160 FORZATHON points and 5 points towards our summer wet season. Now let's hop on over and go and check out this week's FORZATHON shop. Now this week's FORZATHON shop is going to work slightly different, and I'll explain in just a second. But first card for grabs, the Lotus Elise GT1, 600 FORZATHON points or 1.8 million credits from the auto show. We have the Porsche 911 GT2, 400 FORZATHON points or 550,000 credits from the auto show. 3 vanity items up for grabs this week. We've got a red nose, we've got reindeer antlers, and we've got a Jingle Bells car horn. These will set you back at 75 FORZATHON points each. As always, if you've got any spare FORZATHON points knocking around, you can grab yourself a normal wheel spin for 60 FORZATHON points, or you can grab a super duper wheel spin for 150 FORZATHON points. Now this week's FORZATHON shop is slightly different in the fact that we can gift cars to friends. So if you go ahead and click the Lotus GT1, you'll notice you get a second option of purchase as a gift or purchase for yourself. If you select purchase for yourself, it'll work in the traditional way of adding the car to your garage. But if you select purchase as a gift, you'll be given 6 options. 5 friends from your friends list to send the car to, or you can become a Secret Santa for a random player. Now you may be asking yourself, what is the point in gifting a car to a friend? Well, if you head back to the festival playlist and over to the series tab, you'll notice on the right hand side, Horizon Secret Santa. So by sending gifts to friends and other players via the FORZATHON shop or gift drop, when enough gifts are sent globally, everyone gets a reward. So by sending gifts, we're going to add to the progression of the Horizon Secret Santa. And once we've sent enough gifts, we're going to grab the holiday tree outfit and a new car to Forza. Let me know in the comments if you know what car that is. But now let's head on over, let's check out all the rewards available this week for the Horizon holidays and the summer season. 240 points up for grabs in total. For 80 of those points, the number 22 Extreme E, and for 160 points, the Ferrari California T. Now let's take a look at the summer wet season. 60 points up for grabs in total. For 20 of those points, not new to Forza, but new to Horizon 5, the AMC Javelin. And for 40 points, the BMW E92 M3 GTS. This week's Make It Rain online trial will be giving out the BMW M3 91. 1 Super Bowl spin up for grabs for completing this week's Event Lab. Just 2 PR stunts this week, 1 Danger Sign and 1 Speed Trap. 2 Super Bowl spins up for grabs. 3 Seasonal Championships, we've got a Jaguar F-Type, an Audi RS4 and the TVR Griffith up for grabs. Lots of challenges on this week's Summer Festival playlist, kicking things off with the Treasure Hunt Driving Season, 100 FORZATHON points up for grabs. This week's Photo Challenge, Hide and Seek, giving out the Sleigh Bells car horn. And finally, Horizon Open Challenges, giving out a holiday sweater. As it is the start of a brand new series, we've got 2 new monthly rivals, one in the Cadillac Limo and Forza EV in the Urban Rebel. And for anyone that has the Hot Wheels at DLC, 1 Speed Zone and 1 Seasonal Championship, giving out 1 Super Bowl Spin and the Porsche 944. But there we go, there's this week's FORZATHON challenges, this week's FORZATHON shop, and all the playlist rewards available this week. We will be live here on the channel in the next couple of days completing everything, so make sure you are subscribed with notification bells switched on. Any questions about the weekly FORZATHON challenges, do hit me up in the comments. I'll always do my best to help you out. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button, share the video with a friend, stay safe guys, and have an awesome day.